Hello, friends. It's story time. And today we're going to read a story about a brave dog. This is Bruno. He's a big dog with a huge heart. He lives in a house by a river with his human and several other animals. Bruno loves playing with his toys and taking care of the little ones. One day, Bruno was playing by the river when he heard a tiny meow. At first, he didn't think much of it. There were lots of cats in the neighborhood. But then he heard a splash and saw a tiny kitten struggling in the water. It was too far from shore for Bruno to get to, but he knew he had to help. The kitten was too scared to swim back to shore, and the current was getting stronger. Without hesitation, Bruno jumped into the water. He quickly swam out to the kitten and nudged it with his nose. The kitten meowed sadly and clung to some reeds, but the current was pulling it away. Bruno barked once to let the kitten know he was there to help, then took a deep breath and started swimming towards the reeds. As he got closer, Bruno could see how scared the kitten was. Its eyes were wide with fear and its little body was shaking. But he couldn't give up now. He had to save that kitten. Bruno carefully maneuvered his large body between the reeds, trying not to hurt the kitten. Finally, he was close enough to reach out with his paw and gently touch the kitten. The moment Bruno touched the kitten, it relaxed and stopped struggling. It must have realized that it wasn't alone anymore. Carefully, Bruno started to pull the kitten towards the shore. He swam slowly, making sure not to go too fast and startle the kitten. It wrapped its tiny claws around his thick fur and held on tight. Finally, Bruno's nose poked above the water, and he could see the shore just a few feet away. With one last push, he reached the shallow water, and the kitten was free from the reeds. Bruno barked happily, then shook himself off and trotted back to the riverbank. He was thirsty and needed to get some water. But before he could take a drink, he felt something small and wet nudge against his leg. The kitten. It had followed him to shore and was purring loudly. Bruno licked the kitten's head and wagged his tail. The kitten rubbed against his legs and looked up at him with big, grateful eyes. Then it did something that made Bruno's heart melt. It climbed up onto his back and snuggled up beside his tail. Bruno smiled, feeling proud of himself. He might be big and strong, but he knew that true strength meant protecting those who couldn't protect themselves. From that day on, Bruno and the kitten became the best of friends. They played by the river, napped in the sun, and went on many adventures together. And that's the story of Bruno the brave dog. What do you think? How would you help an animal in need? If you were Bruno, would you jump into the river to save the kitten? Let me know in the comments below. It's me. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an exciting story. We'll see you next time. Bye.